Hello there, everybody. It's Zach here, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. The tutorial version, at least. So you survived your first night. Congratulations, you did pretty good. But what do you do now? Well, now you're gonna learn how to cast. Last episode, you probably remember me saying about clay and how it was going to be kind of important. Well, yeah, it's important now. So what you need to do is you can basically do the same thing you would do with rock, but with clay. So if I right click here, you'll see that I'll open this other little menu. Now one of the first things you're going to need to make is this thing right here. This is a jug. It lets you get water. And that's kind of important because you don't want to die of dehydration. The way I always try to remember this is the thing in the top left, and then you make kind of a 3. So that's how you make one of those. We're actually going to make just a few of these just to show you guys how this stuff works. And something else you're going to want to make, you may have noticed on the ground that some of the rocks that you might find aren't actually rocks. Some of the things might look like this stuff here, or any other kind of stuff that looks similar to this. This stuff is minerals. So if you do have any minerals, depending on how much you have, if you have enough, so that, if you look and hold shift, it'll say units. If you have enough of copper to add up to 100, then you can make a copper tool. Now, you would do this the same way that you would do it with normal tools, except instead of going outside the recipe, you would go inside. So an axe would be this. See, you're doing it in reverse, because you're making a mold. So that's how you would make that, for instance. So, we have that down. What's another thing we should make? Well, personally, one thing that I think the first tool that you should make in TerraFirmaCraft is a saw. Saws are very useful, because one thing you probably noticed is you cannot craft a crafting table. That's where a saw comes in to save your butt. So, let me put all this stuff in the hole real quick, and you're going to notice the way I'm doing this is by shift right clicking into the hole, and that places that stuff on the ground. The reason we're placing this stuff in the ground in this pattern, you will see soon. So another thing we're going to make is these, if you haven't found any metal yet to make tools, you're going to want to make these things. These things are very helpful, and they're extremely easy to remember. Or apparently not, because I keep screwing them up. So, these things are called clay vessels, and they are basically like a 2x2 little tiny chest you can carry around, but they're also used for casting metals. I'll tell you about how that works later, but for now, the only thing we're caring about is how to actually get this stuff heated up and going. So, what else might you need? Well, that depends. What else do you think you'll need? If you have not found any metal yet, I recommend doing this. This is going to get you some bowls. These bowls are going to be very helpful if you have not found metal, because they can be turned into something important. Also, they're helpful for if you're trying to make food of some kind. So you have all this stuff here. Now you're probably wondering, well, this is all just clay stuff. How do I cook it so it's ceramic? Well, you're going to want to take 8 straw to place on top of each of these. Now for me, it's auto-filling up all the way, but for you, it'll take a few clicks for it to actually work. And what you're going to do is you're going to place logs on top of it. For me, it also does it automatically, but for you, it's going to take 8 of each of these things. And you're going to notice how it says pottery. Now what you're going to do is you're going to want to, if you're doing this shape like me to be more efficient, you're going to want to use the fire starter on the one in the middle. Come on. Oh, come on, don't be like this. There we go, and you'll see that it'll catch fire to the nearby blocks. And for some reason, not this one. Because reasons. That was weird. Let me try doing this again, I guess. I don't know why that did not work. Let me go into survival mode quickly. Oh, I'm hungry apparently. Oh. Fire starter, you okay? Why? Why is this? Alright, that one's glitched for some reason. But now you'll see it says 8 hours remaining. That takes about 8 to 10 minutes for the stuff to be done, and once it is done, I'll come back to you guys and show you the finished product. Okay, so we're back now. And as you can see, all of this stuff is done. So, I'm just going to shift right click to grab it out of here. Just like this. And now we have all this stuff. Now these clay vessels, as you can see, are like little tiny inventories. However, only certain things will go in them. For instance, all this stuff is too big to go in them. But if I were to grab something like a stick and shove it in there, it'll fit. However, logs and bigger things will not fit. So we have our clay vessels, we have these things, but you're probably saying, Zach, why would I need a bowl? What are bowls useful for? Well, if you put them up here, you'll get gold pans. And gold pans are nice. I'll show you why gold pans are nice. Because if you do this... Dang it, I screwed up. Let me try that. Let me just, yeah, that's the one, okay. Yeah, don't worry about it, no, I'm fixing it, shh, don't worry. Okay, so if you have flowing sand like this, and then if I go into, I think I have to be in survival. Does this not work? Oh, I think it worked. Well, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but somehow, I don't know how, but somehow you can gold pan for minerals. I don't know how. You can look it up. I'm completely oblivious as to how to do that. I honestly just run around looking for minerals on the ground, and that works out quite well for me. I just go on long expeditions, running around just like this, and eventually I'll find some kind of mineral. And oh look, it's a red bell pepper. But yes, the next thing you're going to want to do is, let's say that you did find some metal, or somehow figure out how that gold panning thing works. Well, the first tier of things is copper. And the way this copper works is, let me get like 2 pieces of that, and then 2 more pieces. So the way that this works is it goes copper, then I think bronze, and then bismuth bronze. So let me show you what minerals you you should use. If you have whoa. This stuff right here, sphalerite. If you have some of this stuff, some copper, and some bismuth, which is this stuff looking right here, then you are probably eligible to make something called bismuth bronze, which is these tools. And the ratios for that are, well, actually, I haven't even explained to you guys how this works yet, so the way that this works is you would put metal into here, for instance, and then you would shove it back in the ground, and it would cook up. So let me get some more straw, and some more logs, boom, and a boom, and let me get another fire starter. There we go. And if we light this up again, and now if we wait a little while, I totally did that wrong. Herpy derp derp. I was supposed to do it like this. If I put that into the hole, and then I put that in, and I light it, and it's not going to work now because it's being buggy because reasons. So let me do this. Shove the native copper in there. Put some straw and some logs in there and light it up. And now if we wait 8 more hours, it'll be done. So I'll be back once that is finished. And we're back. So you're going to see here that we are done. And when we take out our vessel that we were using before, you're going to notice that now it says liquid copper 200 units. So if we shove a saw mold in there, whoa, it's doing something. Oh, it's filling up the saw. And now if we shove the axe mold in there, you're going to see it's going to fill that up too. So bam. Now with those both done, we can literally just place them in the crafting grid, and it'll give us a tool head. And then with that, we can get some sticks, put it underneath it, and bam, got copper tools. Pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. So that's how you make your tools, your first layer of tools, which is very, very cool and surprisingly easy. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment your opinion in the comment section below, and subscribe to the Gamers Nation. I'll see all you guys in the next part. Peace out, gamers. Bye-bye.